Hey guys, Ep29 here with episode number 29 of our Wolfsburg career mode, and we're kicking off with a bit of deja vu as we see that Zaracho has won the Player of the Month award for October. Absolutely brilliant to see that back-to-back Player of the Month awards for himself, and we also see that we beat CFR Cluj 3-0 in the Europa League, and we've also got some options for some transfers. We accept the offer for Handanovic from Valencia, we reject the offer for Mina from Benfica. And before we get into the gameplay action, subscribe to the channel. We are very close to 700 subscribers. If we can get there, I don't know, within the next month, I honestly don't know. If we can just get there to 700 subscribers, that would be absolutely brilliant. But we kick this one off. We're taking on SC, not FC, SC Freiburg in the Bundesliga. They play a 3 at the back, so they should be easy to break down with our two pacey strikers in Osimhen and Jonathan David. But we go for a kind of a different technique with our free kick here. As we lay the ball off to Zielinski, he strikes her from long range. And it almost catches the keeper off guard there, and we almost stuck it into the back of the net. But from the resulting free corner kick, we play the ball short to Zielinski. He lays it across to Mbabu. Brilliant turn, a brilliant strike, but an even better block by the defender of Freiburg there. Denies us the chance of getting 1-0 up, unfortunately, but again, from the resulting corner, it's headed away, but Mbabu again takes the ball down. He really close to putting that one into the back of the net, but again, we are denied the chance of going up in this game as we get the back-to-back Player of the Month on the ball. He plays the ball centrally to Zielinski. Zielinski holds off his man brilliantly, cuts inside with a nice little Berbersin, strikes it, and again is denied the chance of putting us 1-0 up. Zielinski has definitely been our main attacking threat so far in this game. As an Osimhen ball is intercepted, it's a pretty poor ball in the end, but again Zielinski picks it up and fades it straight to Osimhen. Osimhen a little drag back, he's got no real options, he's marked by 3 men as Schläger plays it to Martinez. Martinez finds Zielinski, Zielinski finds David, David back across to Zielinski, first time shot, saved, second header into the open net is a goal. 1-0, only took us 36 minutes and about 6 or 7 chances, but we are finally 1-0 up in this game. And we go all the way to the 53rd minute with Zaracho charging forward. He plays the ball to Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum centrally to David. David to Schläger. Schläger back to Jonathan David. Just trying to find a bit of space, and eventually he finds Zaracho. Zaracho again is himself now trying to find some space. He does in the end find some space. He takes a strike from just inside the edge. Just inside the box. And unfortunately for ourselves, it does go just wide of the goal. As they whip the ball across, Ake is going to take the resulting kind of poor header. He's just going to take it, clear it upfield, and Martinez is going to have his first pass blocked, but Osimhen does eventually find the man he was looking for in Zaracho. Zaracho finds Jonathan David, and again, they've got a 3 at the back. It's going to be easy to break down. And that is once again Jonathan David striking the ball in at the near post and beating the goalkeeper. 2-0 is now the score. Jonathan David has his, I don't know how many goals he's scored since he's come back, maybe 3 or 4. But what we're going to do is straight from kickoff, play the ball through to Jonathan David after he intercepted it and played a 1-2 with Osimhen. And literally minutes after scoring his first, he goes and scores his second. Some incredible high pressing there to win the ball back and to play him through and to win this game 3-0. Incredible. Really good game from ourselves there. We had a lot of chances. We probably could have scored more than we actually did. But in the end, 3 points is 3 points. I don't really mind. As we go into match day 12, we're taking on Borussia Mönchengladbach. A completely unchanged lineup. We're going to continue to play this team as long as they win games. It's simple as that. But in goal, they've got Sommer. They've got a pretty much unchanged squad from the start of the game. Maybe Fischer is a new player and Halstenberg. They're the only 2 new players I do recognise from not actually starting at Borussia Mönchengladbach. So the 2 players on the left-hand side, really. But Leiner, from the right-hand side, plays the ball to Hermann the German, who takes the ball in his stride really nicely, whips it across, players there. The Frenchman sneaks that one into the near post absolutely delightfully. As at 17 minutes into this game, we are 1-0 down. And that's not the way we want to be starting off the games, especially at home. But Zielinski finds Osimhen. Osimhen's going to play the ball across to Schläger, who's got quite a lot of space to run into. He finds Zaracho. Zaracho turns and finds David. David finds Osimhen, one-on-one with Jan Sommer. And he just really scuffs that shot. That is not the best shot in the world. But we'll forgive him. He's the top goal scorer in the league. We can forgive him for messing up one shot. But with Player, the goal scorer, charging through on goal, he whips the ball across. Fisher arrives quite late, but thankfully for ourselves, he does mess up the header, and Pichler can easily take that one down in his path and just easily catch that one, denying them a chance of doubling their lead. But once again, the pace of Jonathan David is absolutely incredible. He plays a roll across to Zaracho. Unselfish, really, really nice unselfish, a brilliantly weighted pass into the path of Zaracho. He hits it on the first time, right into the top corner, and we have scored a lot of top corner goals this season. Osimhen was scored one against Schalke, I believe it was, and now Zaracho here against Borussia Mönchengladbach, right into the top corner, off the crossbar. That's how top corner it was. But just before the hour mark, a chance here as Zakaria whips the ball across. Ramirez almost tucks that one home. It seems like they might have improved the crossing from AI free kicks, because that was a really nice cross and a really nice shot, but it didn't quite work out. But Osimhen, he's trying to redeem himself with the shot he missed earlier. He cuts inside and he finishes it. In what is probably a harder chance, he actually scores the harder chance. He kisses the Wolfsburg badge. He makes it 2-1. He's flipped the game on its head. He maybe should have scored earlier, but he redeems himself from scoring there. He makes it 2-1. The game ends 2-1. We get 3 points. And we go into the Europa League, taking on FC Sion, the Swiss side, in the group stages, and it ends 0-0. Fagnerman picks up a slight knock. He's out for a week. But our first dropped points in the Europa League is to FC Sion. Not really the way we want to be. That's not the team we want to be dropping points to. West Ham is kind of the team that we want to be dropping. Well, we don't want to drop points. But of all the teams, I would rather drop points to West Ham than Sion or Cluj. But we go into the league, return to the league, and take on FC Cologne in the Bundesliga. Once again, the lineup is unchanged. And once again, we are relying on Jonathan David and Osimhen up top. Two very, very clinical finishers. As Wishnadal out wide plays the ball centrally to Zielinski. Zielinski on the ball, just holding up, trying to find the man. He eventually finds Zaracho out wide. He's going to cut past Reese, cut past all their other defenders, sends them all to the shops. He cuts back inside, and then he shoots it in at the near post. And that is one of the best goals we've scored all season, probably all series, and probably all of FIFA 20. That's probably one of the best goals we've scored overall. Just incredible dribbling by Zaracho. And again, Zaracho was one of those players last season. I didn't really like him all too much, but he has really grown on us this season. As Jonathan David's cross, it was a nicely well-weighted cross, just couldn't quite get to it. Osimhen, unfortunately, the goalkeeper got to it first, and that did deny us the chance of doubling our lead. But Schläger receives the ball. He essentially plays it to Zaracho. Zaracho to Osimhen. Osimhen strikes it. Kessler makes a save. Osimhen's, he's trying to add to his job tally. He's almost on double digits already this season, which is really, really good to see. But Hernandez wins the ball against... Hernandez wins the ball against Martinez, and eventually he does receive the ball at the end. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that guy's name. Scary, I'm not quite sure, but he plays the ball through Hernandez. Hernandez, instead of shooting himself, plays it back to Skahiri. His first shot is saved. His second shot is tucked into the open net. But the way that Hernandez, I think it's Juan Hernandez, he's Colombian, he, for some reason, stops and cuts the ball back. I did not understand that. I mean, I'm pretty sure in real life a normal striker would have shot that one. But again, Zaracho comes right down the other end from the kickoff. Didn't quite get the placement on that shot as it was right at the goalkeeper, and he did make the save. But just past the hour mark, Martinez plays the ball through to Osimhen. Really nice ball. He's going to cut inside easily past the defence. He shoots it in at the near post. He is now on to double digits goals on this season. We are going to win this game 2-1. Osimhen is one of the best signings we've made all season. All FIFA. Osimhen is incredible. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.